significant figures and rules for counting number of significant figures. And the topic of the day is absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error, and percentage error, and significant figures. Now let's see what is absolute error. The magnitude of the difference between the true value of the quantity measured and the individual value is called absolute error. Here is the formula for absolute error. It is equal to true value minus measured value. The true value is the exact value and the measured value is the value which you get after performing certain experiment. Here in your book it is given that how you can get the true value. Remember, you can get the true value by finding the arithmetic mean as we have done in random errors. So arithmetic mean is the true value, and that true value, this is true value, when we subtract individual value, then the value we get is called the absolute error. Or difference between true value and the individual measured value is called the absolute error. Let's see explanation of this absolute error with an example. The length of a cylinder was measured using vernier caliper several times. They are performing an experiment several times with the help of vernier caliper. The following readings were obtained, and these are the readings they get after performing the experiment. 1.12, 1.11, 1.13, 1.10, 1.14, 1.15, 1.16. These are 7 times they are performing the experiment. Now you have to calculate mean value of the length. Mean value means true value. So how you can find the mean value? By taking the arithmetic mean of all the observation divided by total number of observation, and the result we get is this one, 1.13 centimeter. So this is regarded as the true value. Now we have to find the absolute error in each measurement. Absolute second part we are going to solve. Arithmetic mean value of length is taken as the correct value. This is your correct value. So absolute mean, how you can find? The formula was delta L or delta A is equal to true value minus individual value. So true value is 1.13. I am taking here 1.13, and the individual recording, first individual recording is 1.12. 1.13 minus 1.12, answer is 0.01. This is the first absolute error. Remember, absolute error is in each reading. In the next reading, again 1.13 true value minus individual value. Next individual value is, yes, 1.11. You will subtract 1.11. Answer will be 0.02. Similarly, for the third reading is 1.13, and you can see we got the true value which is also 1.13. 1.13 minus 1.13 gives you 0. There is no absolute error. Okay, come to the next fourth reading. 1.13 minus next reading is 1, 2, 3, fourth reading 1.10. 1.13 minus 1.10 gives 0.03. This is the fourth absolute error. From each reading we have to find the absolute error. Okay, fifth reading is 1.14. Again true value is same, that is constant. We get this value by performing this operation. Okay, 1.14, fifth value we will subtract it, and now we are getting minus 0.01 because true value is 1.13 minus 1.14, answer will be in minus. Okay, come to the sixth reading. 1.13 minus 1.15. The absolute error is 0.02 in negative. Last, 1.16. 1.13. See, there is no change in the first reading. It comes out to be 1.13 every time because it's the true value. Minus 1.16 gives us minus 0.03. So this is the absolute error. Okay, next is the mean absolute error. The arithmetic mean of the absolute error of different measurement is called mean absolute error. So first here you have to keep one thing in your mind. We are going to take arithmetic mean of absolute error of the different measurements, and we are going to take its mod. You can see these two lines. This is called mod. We will take the mean of all these values. The result will be the mean absolute error. This is mean absolute error. Why we are taking mod? Means we are not going to take plus minus sign into consideration. Every time we will take the positive value. In the last example, we get minus 0.02, but we will take only plus 0.02 while finding the mean absolute error. Let's see the example. Okay, we are continuing with the same numerical. We have done the first part. We found the true value, which is called mean value. We find the absolute error. Now we are going to find mean absolute error. What we have to do? We have to take all these errors. 1, 2, 3. These are absolute errors. Yes, we have to take all these absolute errors, but without minus sign. We will plus add them all. Here you can see we add all these values divided by again total number of observations. So the result we get is the mean absolute error. This is mean absolute error. Okay, come to the next, relative error and percentage error. The ratio of mean absolute error to the true value of the measured quantity is called relative error. Relative error expressed in percentage is known as percentage error. So relative error is ratio of mean absolute error divided by true value. This is ratio of mean absolute error divided by true value. This is the formula for relative error. Yes. And what is percentage error? Whenever you are expressing the same relative error in the form of percentage, how you can convert into percentage? Just multiply it by 100 and you will get the percentage error. Okay, let's see the same example. Now see how you can find the relative error. You have to take mean absolute error. If you remember, the answer was 0.02 centimeter, mean absolute error. We'll put this value here. And what is the true value? True value is here in the first part. We got it 1.13. The answer is 0.0176 and we round it off up to 0.02. We'll see these rules of rounding off in the next lectures, but right now you should clear that the relative error is the ratio of mean absolute error divided by the true value. Next we have done the percentage error. We have taken the same result as it is, 0.02 relative error multiply by 100. It gives us 2%. So this is the percentage error. Now how you represent the result in terms of relative error and percentage error? The length of cylinder, overall result we have to write. Okay, so length of cylinder in terms of mean absolute error, you have to take the true value, the first value, this one, true value 1.13 plus minus 0.02, which is the mean absolute error. From here you have to take this term. Okay, plus minus because the value can be vary 0.02 centimeter even in negative direction or in positive direction. And the length in terms of percentage, 1.13 plus minus 2%. Percentage you have calculated here only. Okay, so this is all about absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. Now next topic is significant figure. Significant figures of a measured quantity are all those digits about which we are absolutely sure plus one digit that has a little dub. Significant figures give the number of meaningful digits in a number. Let's see an example. Suppose length of a rod is 7.9 centimeter with meter scale. A meter scale measures the length of a rod 7.2 centimeter. Here number of significant figures is 2, 1 and 2. We are sure that it is 7.9. So number of significant figures is 2. With vernier caliper we get more accuracy. We get the value 7.89 because least count of vernier caliper is 0.01 centimeter. Here there are three significant figures. Okay, you have to count the significant figures. First and second we are absolutely sure. There is a doubt in the last digit, and we have already done that. Significant figures is equal to total number of digits about which we are sure plus one digit that has a little doubt. Here 9 has the little doubt, we will add this also. In this case this 7.9, that has a little doubt. Okay, so this is significant figures. Let's see what are the different rules of finding significant figures. First rule, all the digits which are not 0 are significant. All the numbers which are not 0 are significant. For example, 1995, all the numbers are non-zero, so these all numbers are significant. In this case it contains 4 significant figures. If the number was 1992, in this case the number of significant figures will be 5. Okay, rule number 2, if there are zeros between two non-zero digits, then all those zeros are significant, means 0 between two non-zero digits. Like these two zeros, first 0 and this is the second 0. Both the zeros are between non-zero digits, so these are also significant. Or in this case we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 significant figures. Rule number 3, if the zeros occur to the right of a decimal point and to the left of a non-zero digit, those zeros are not significant. Which digit? The zeros occur to the right of decimal point. 0 right to the decimal point and to the left of a non-zero digit. These zeros are not significant. So in this case total number of significant figures are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures. Rule number 4, all the zeros to the right of decimal point and to the left of a non-zero digits are significant. Zeros to the right of decimal point and to the left of non-zero digits are significant. For example, here in this case the zeros, these two zeros are also significant because these are the zeros right to the decimal point and before the left of a non-zero digit, so these all are significant. Two zeros to the right of decimal are significant. In the number 0.00199940 there are 5 significant figures. The zeros between 1 and the decimal is not significant. Here these zeros are not significant. So total number of significant figures will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 significant figures. Rule number 5. All the zeros to the right of last non-zero digit are not significant. Right of last non-zero digit. But there should be no decimal place in between. We are talking about the numbers without decimal place. The number of significant figures in 199500 is 4 only. We are not taking 00 in consideration. Okay, but all the zeros to the right of the last non-zero digit are significant if they are result of measurement. If we are using some kind of instrument which has the accuracy up to this decimal place, then it will be significant. Otherwise there is no significance of last two zeros on the right side of a non-zero number. Let's see some few examples. 2896, total number of significant figures 4. 0.001996, significant figures are 4. 399,600, all are significant. Okay, 6 decimal places, 6 significant figures. 0.049960, these two are not significant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 significant figures. 109, 3 significant figures. 2.09 into 10 is power 5, no significance of this thing, so only three significant figures. 7.090, again 4 significant figures. Even if we express the measured quantity in different units, then also there will be not any change in the number of significant figures. It's an important line that if you are changing the units, there will be no effect on the number of significant figures. Okay. Now next is rules for arithmetic operation with significant figures. How many arithmetic operations you know? The simple arithmetic operations which we are dealing in case of significant figures are addition, subtraction and multiplication and division. Before going further, keep one thing in your mind. The rules of significant figures are same in addition and subtraction, and the same rules are obeyed in multiplication and division. Let's see. First of all, addition and subtraction. The sum or difference of two numbers has significant figures only in those places where these are in the least precise amongst the given number. Least precise means least accuracy, or which has the least number of significant figures. You have to take the result in that numbers only. For example, if we are going to add 3.213 plus 40.5, 2.0123. First of all, you have to see which has the least numbers or least precise amongst all the readings. 40.05. If you add all these values, you will get this result. Okay, but if you follow the rules of significant figures, the answer will be 45.7 only till this part. Why? Because the number which has the least number of significant figure, or which is the least accurate, is 40.5, and it has the minimum number of digits. Let's take one more example of subtraction. If I subtract 53.312 minus 53.3, the result will be 0.012, but the result will be 0.0 only. Why? Because after decimal place, you have to see, in case of decimal place, you have to see how many significant figures are there, and it should be minimum. Here the minimum after decimal place only one significant figure, and here three significant figures. So you have to choose for the minimum. That's why answer is 0.0. Okay, let's see the multiplication and division. The product or the division of two numbers does not have more significant figures than are present in the least precise of the given number. Your result should not contain more significant figures than the least precise number. Okay, it means that you should check the least number of significant figures in your data, and the result should be equal to that number of significant figures. Let's see. If you are going to multiply 4.02 with 16, you will get 65.28. Here number of significant figures 3, in 16 2, but the result is 4 significant figures. So the answer will be 65, because the least number of significant figures are present in number 16, which is equal to 2. Similarly, 6300 divided by 11.97 gives you answer 526.31578. Now see, in 6300 number of significant figures is equal to 2. In 11.97 number of significant figures 4, but the result contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 significant figures, which is not according to the rules of significant figures. So we have to convert this answer into two significant figures. So the answer will be 530. It contains only two significant figures. Okay. So that is the topic for the day, and now you are able to answer all these questions. Number 1, what is absolute error? Question number 2, define relative error and percentage error. Number 3, what is the use of calculating percentage error? Question number 4. What are significant figures? Question number 5. Mention the rules for finding significant figures. Now, question number 6 is a kind of numerical. 0.1203 gram of copper is deposited on a copper plate of mass 9.2 gram. What is the total mass of the copper plate? It means you have to add these two terms, but you have to follow the rules for finding significant figures. So keep this thing in mind while solving this numerical. Okay. The mass of a body is 4.35 kilogram and its volume is 2.1 meter cube. What is its density? Here you have to apply the formula for density. I am giving you a hint. Density is equal to mass upon volume. So apply divide rule here. 8. Does the number of significant figures used depend on the system of unit based? And last numerical. In an experiment, the value of refractive index of glass was found to be 1.54, 1.53, 1.44, 1.54, 1.56 and 1.45 in successive measurements. You have to calculate mean value of refractive index, absolute error in each measurement, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. That's the end of the topic. Thank you.